We'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he'll be ridden out of bounds all the way down at the 15-yard line.
A huge play there for Houston. 59 yards. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Right back to him on 1st down. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ross. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Now Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
On the quick, right?
They'll bring a tight end in motion. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Texans have taken the lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off play action. Travis. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 53 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Back to throw again. His throw incomplete.
I'm ready liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have the kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
Why Tony?
Stroud. Looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good game.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Second down and inches. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll run again with Harris. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They hand this off to Harris. He will push his way down to about the 14. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
from the gun on third down. Travis.
That swung out wide to Harris.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a first and goal.
Harris. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. On the give, this is Harris. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. They've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is third and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The kick by Carlson is good, and the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime.
In motion goes the tight end. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the third quarter will start from the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Operating from the gun, Travis. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll look to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Now 2nd and 3.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Travis. It's brought in by Harris. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Back to throw now on first down. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. They're going to run it with Harris. And he will find the end zone here. And the lead moves up to 7. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Stroud out of the gun here. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. He may go.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Here's Stroud.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time You add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Throwing to start the drive. Travis. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's caught, left side, Bolden.
And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Travis. 20!
Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Travis. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Najee Harris
with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Jets get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
And Stroud now to throw.
He's got him in. Complete.
He's to the 15.
Touchdown, Houston.
Trey Palmer,
81 yards.
and the Texans get a bit closer.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Travis.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. back to throw. Travis.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jamel Dean. Down the left sideline. He may go.
And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick six.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Looking to throw. Travis.
It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Second and 3. He finds his man, complete. That's Harris. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. They run again with Harris. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Harris. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Christian Watson.
36 yards.
And the Jets are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. But that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
They're going to run it with Harris. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Stroud to throw it.
And my goodness, another interception.
He may go.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
They're going to run it with Harris. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Texans 28. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Stroud working out of the gun.
He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Trey Palmer, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Second and a couple.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
44 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out first downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry.
And a loose football, and the Texans scoop it, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
A give to Harris. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the gun on third down, Travis. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. They run with Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Travis.
Fires the out route and completes it to Harris.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on second down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
Yeah, they've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so, but ordinarily, second down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up 3rd down, they'll have to throw it anyway.
Charles,